All right, I think we've got everything. Oh, hang on. Do we? Do we really? Do we really? No, this is how we do. Yes, must set speakers correctly. Yes. Soup is indeed on. Yes. Sexy voice, dear God. Hi, I'm the Space Quest historian. Sexy voice. I don't. Well, you're very kind. Obviously, very kind, Alexander. Let's see what we're doing here. We are doing this. Yes, I'm gonna make this a mite bit bigger. Actually, that's a lot bigger. How about we go like that? Yeah, that seems good. And if at all possible, now this, I have to admit, is a work in progress. You can't see what I'm doing right now, but I didn't have time to set this up before I started recording or streaming or whatever you kids do. So let's see if this actually does anything. First of all, I'm going to set this thing up. Oh, the excitement. The excitement. I know. Let's add a new video capture device. Brückrem? Nope, that did not go well. Let's try a different one. It shall be this one. Oh God. Yes, yes, there we go, there we go. Extra cam. Oh God. Yeah, hello. Okay, so how to do this? How to do this? We need to sort of perch this thing a bit. Yeah, things are happening. And we also need to perch it in a way that doesn't cramp my style too much. Hello, mess, by the way. Let's go like this. Actually, this is quite style cramping, but it'll do. Boy, this is magnificent work. I think you'll all agree. This is precarious at best. There. Oh. This thing is perched on top of a tiny cardboard box at the moment. Fuck me. Multi-angle man. Yeah, auto white balance is a bitch, isn't it? See if I can point it. Yeah, there we go. That seems like a nice angle. If I can somehow manage to not fuck that up. There we go. How about that? Somehow I managed to fuck my own camera up now. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's pointed straight at the other camera. Oh yeah, this does have pending disaster written all over it, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Piggle Dog. Oh, also the record collection. Briefly, that's actually my dad's record collection. He has passed it on to me. He came by yesterday, actually dropped off his entire record collection at my house because he felt like, you know, since he doesn't play records anymore, he was gonna dump it on my ass, and I am very, very happy that he decided to do that. Okay, so first of all, hi, I'm the Space Quest historian. Sorry for the little weird preamble there. Yes, that was indeed very nice of him. He also gave me his record player, which is fantastic. Oh, Zombie Cheer 200. Oh my God, happy Father's Day. Well, I technically robbed my dad. So I've been a bad son, but worst comes to worst, we can remake the Piano Cat videos with me. Yes, Michael, we absolutely can. In fact, I'll give you a demonstration later on. But anyway, hi, Space Quest historian here. This is going to be a weird stream because, as you may or may not have guessed or heard me ramble about, this week and the coming week is AdventureJam week. AdventureJam is an annual game jam that runs for 2 weeks, where you have the aforementioned 2 weeks to make an adventure game. And this year I'm making an adventure game with my friend Torpedo Bear. And last week I showed you that we were concocting our prototype. That was the first weekend of the jam. We were doing the prototype, And that's basically where I just drew shitty backgrounds, like quick placeholder art, and just got all the game code, like all the game logic in place. Like you got your puzzles, you got no dialogue, no narration, no sound, no moving sprites, nothing of that sort, just pure game logic, just making sure the puzzles are there, and off you scoot. Lucy asks, do patrons get to play the game early? Well, if the game finishes early, then yes, but last year, we barely made it on time. The year before that, I was doing it all on my own. I barely made it on time. In fact, I don't think I've been early any of the years that AdventureJam have gone on. And I think it's gone on for 5 years now. It used to be called Point and Click Jam the first year, and then they changed the name to AdventureJam, and it's run ever since. I think it's been 5 years. I actually can't remember, but I've been a part of it every year. So if it finishes early, then yes. It won't. I'm sorry. We've got until the coming Saturday, like Saturday next week, to finish it off. That's the deadline. So it has to be done in here for me. It has to be done Friday at the latest. So, Zombie Gamer is stuck at work. So sorry, but thank you for joining anyway. Speaking of joining, we do have our lovely friends in the audio lounge. Now, quickly, if you're a patron of mine, you can join patreon.com/SpaceQuestHistorian. You get to sit in on the live streams. You get to co-commentate, which is what we're doing today. Even though we're not actually playing a game, we're doing something entirely different. The screen you see over here might give some of it away. But I am nonetheless going to hop into the secret audio lounge. And there we go. And say hello to first. Well, I'm just going to go alphabetically. Hello, Durinde.
Good day.
Durinde. Actually, Durinde has a voice part in our game. Yes. It's
going to be famous.
The fame. And you did such a wonderful accent for it, too.
I'm not quite sure what that was, but there we are.
It was the best I can describe it is like a really good Bill and Ted, but stoned.
Yeah, I was going for a Keanu.
Keanu was also, Keanu. It was actually a pretty good Keanu as well. So he, Dorinda plays the clerk in the Synth Palace store, which is a record store in the airport that only sells synth records. Mm-hmm. Also in the audio lounge is a newcomer, Headroom. Good evening.
Hey, dear name brother.
Yes. See, Headroom is also from Denmark and has
also called Troels.
Also called Troels, and has been stiffed, nay, robbed of the opportunity to be on the streams for the past how many weeks?
I don't know.
A couple of weeks anyway. I've been a bit slow responding on Patreon.
I think I tried twice or something.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. I'm so glad you could finally join us.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm very sorry it's this stream, but hopefully it'll get better next week.
Oh well.
Now, Headroom does not have a role in our game, sadly. But our next contestant does. It's Pickle Dog. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, that voice. Now, Pickle Dog plays the eloquent man who, since last week, has actually had a slight bit of rewrite. Because when I was writing the placeholder dialogue for the eloquent man, he was sort of a kind but weird person who just, wanted to have this tongue twister done. That's the main puzzle of the game, by the way, if you're just tuning in. He sends you on this quest to perform this tongue twister, and you have to go and pick up little bits of information around the airport to construct it. But Torpedo Bear, who writes all the dialogue for the game, by the way, sort of rewrote him as a bit of a prat, didn't he?
Oh yeah. I gotta say that those lines at the end of the game were really fun to say.
Torpedo Bear's a hell of a writer, and it's not like he's a complete tool or anything. He's just he got something of an arrogant edge to him now, which is good.
I mean, that line's like, it's like, I am, as they say, an arrogant prick.
Yeah. Oh god. It's lovely. I've had the good fortune, of course, to listen to Pickle Dog's voice for the game, and it is absolutely fantastic. As is Dorinda's, as is Gemini, who voices the narrator. He's also handed in his voices. Earlier today, Ikifu handed in his voice lines. He plays the artist known as Projectile Elk, a name that we can thank our good pal Vocabra for. So Vocabra's in the credits for coming up with Projectile Elk, and Ikifu is the voice of him. And also in the voice cast, we have actual voice actors. Sally Beaumont plays the bookshop lady, who is German and very weird. And Dave Gilbert plays the -4 clerk, who is also Satan. So apparently we're starting a running joke that whenever Dave Gilbert is involved in anything I do, he plays Satan. That's apparently his typecast role now. And Francisco Gonzalez plays the person in California who gouges out Brexit Man's eyes. It's a thing. You'll have to just wait and see. Shit. So, anyway, what we're doing now is not spoiling the game anymore. I've drawn pretty much all of the background graphics, all the sprite graphics, but the game is as yet silent. So that's what I thought we were going to do today. We're going to make some music. And because the game is as hideous as it is, I thought we'd make some music. I mean, the game looks like a shareware, like a 1990s shareware adventure game. Like, it's drawn in Autodesk Animator, so it kind of has that sort of, it's a style. So I thought I'd make all the music in AdLib Tracker, which is it's a music tracker, but it has the distinct ability to create music that sounds like the AdLib and Sound Blaster cards of the 1990s. Now, you may be wondering what this thing is all about. Ooh, the multicam is really working for me. This keyboard is not actually plugged into it. Where's the on button? Hang on. I'm dead sure there's a power button right there. Right. It's not actually plugged into the computer. It's just making some sounds this way. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, it's coming through.
I can, yeah.
Well, I apologize for that. Anyway, so what I'm just gonna use this to sort out any like melodies and stuff. If there's something I don't really know how to play inside the tracker, I'll just look over here and go, oh wait, that kind of fits together. That's a little space. Oh, that's a little like Space Quest 3. Cool. So, one thing I should mention is I haven't really used AdLib Tracker all that much. I've used it once. So there's going to be a lot of this going on. There's going to be a lot of looking in the help file. Why can I not page up and down in this fucker? Oh, you numpad piece of shit. You numpad piece of shit. All right, cool, fine. The numpad is doing the opposite of what I thought it would. That's fine. I will destroy you. Now, has any of you guys actually worked with trackers during the Headroom, Pickle Dog?
Not
Briefly.
Briefly. Okay, Pickle Dog. So what trackers have you played with?
Just Fast Tracker II, and that's about it, really. Yeah.
All right, Fast Tracker 2, good old DOS tracker.
Yeah.
Makes so trackers have that certain sound, because trackers play like little short digital samples and they just pitch the samples up and down, so it has that certain Amiga type sound to it, because the Amiga used the mod format for music, but us poor PC fuckers, we had the OPL chip, OPL2 and OPL3, which came out with the AdLib sound card, and then later on the Sound Blaster card. I think everyone who had a DOS computer knows what a Sound Blaster is. If not, ask your dad. And the difference there is that an OPL or a synthesizer, an onboard synthesizer, does not play samples. It is in fact a synthesizer like you get in a keyboard. So a music file for an old DOS game does not contain any of the instruments in that file, as a mod song would. It only contains what notation should be used and what sort of parameters the instrument needs. So if you want a trumpet sound, you have to go in, and what I'm doing here is basically, is this even? All right, it's actually on. That's disturbing, and actually sort of creates the sound. And you guys know what general MIDI is? It was sort of an agreed upon standard for, I don't know, 128 or so instruments. Like, this is what a grand piano sounds. This is what a harpsichord sounds like. This is what a guitar sounds like, and such. That was sort of the, but depending on what sound card you had, if you had a Sound Blaster or a Gravis Ultrasound or a Roland Sound Canvas or a Roland MT32, the same piece of MIDI music would sound vastly different because they all had different ideas of what a grand piano and a guitar and a dulcimer and whatever the fuck all sounded like. So fun times indeed. But this tracker specifically emulates what the old Sound Blasters sounded like. Makes sound.
So, and it's also worth mentioning that that unlike MIDI sequences, trackers actually put the individual sounds on the individual channels. So notes will cut each other off if you don't do something about it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's right.
So it's a very direct way of making music. You're working right on the hardware.
Yes. This one is an emulator, and I'm actually using the Win32, so it is emulating, but AdLib Tracker will run on like hardware. Like if you've got an old Sound Blaster 16 or something, and you run this thing in DOSBox, it will use the original hardware that you've got, or even like in real DOS, it'll use the hardware that you've got. But this is the Win32, so it's doing the best emulation that it can.
Luciphonic says, can we have a Warhammer screen somewhere? Okay, somebody is going to have to experience pain in this game.
Ikifu cries in the game. Rizulka also cries. So Ikifu did a lovely cry sample. I haven't heard Rizulka's yet. That has a bit of a Commodore 64-ish sound to it. Ikifu salutes General MIDI. I'm not going to get too like crazy with the music. It's all we need is like 5 or 6 different themes, and that's gotta be, and they're not going to be like terribly long, and it's mainly just going to be whatever comes to mind. This has a bit of a lead sound to it. This will also be a sound. I'm going to try and make a bass. Earlier, I was just fucking with things. I don't know what I'm actually doing. That just produces a sine wave. That's good. And it seems to go on forever. That's disturbing. I know there's a way to stop sounds. I should probably look up what that is before I make some horrible loud noise. Let's see. Stop is F7. Excuse me? Oh, the keyboard is being angry with me because I haven't played it in a while. Shut up. Thank you. Do a pulsar?
Yeah, pulsar is the AdLib's best guess at a sawtooth.
Yeah. I know you can make a lot more interesting sounds if you sort of diddle with the feedback, for instance. Not in this case, though.
Yeah, most of the magic comes from when you modulate in a second carrier, rather.
Ah, which is what we can do by doing this. Yes, that sounds fantastic. Maybe a little less feedback. That has an annoying sound to it, and I like it. Maybe if we go down and... Oh, yes.
Sounds like a robot sneeze.
It does, doesn't it? I should be able to control what octave I'm playing in, shouldn't I? Let's see. Octave. I seem to remember this was a lot easier than I thought it was. Is it just the 1, 2, and 3? No, it was not. Shut up! F7. Thank you. Changing the octave. I remember looking this up. The first time I tried playing with this was at work, and I was sort of alt-tabbing in and out of it. I had headphones on, and I was just messing around, and I even managed to make it like a quick little tune. Oh, transpose? No, wait, transpose is not one. Octave control panel, Control O. Oh, there we go. Use cursor keys. Okay, let's go to octave 3. All right, we're now composing the music for Doom 64. Oh wait, actually, that would be.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I don't think we can use this sound for a whole heck of a lot. I want to make like a nice bass sound, like a smooth bass. It's not gonna be this. I think I might have to turn off the feedback to make a smooth bass. What have I done? Oh. That's nice if we're making synthwave. What we need to do is actually... Oh, I just figured out spacebar actually stops the sound from playing.
That sounds mellow.
That's pretty mellow. Perhaps a little bit too mellow, actually. Maybe if we change one of them to a pulse sign. Oh, hang on. So the pulse sign also needs a bit of release. Oh, a bit too much. Oh, this turned into Kraftwerk. Now we're cooking. Shut the fuck up. I will, you will speak when spoken to. This is like the easiest, like, it sounds a bit like old 80s synthesizer pop music, like not the cool stuff, not like the Jan Hammer Vangelis kind of stuff, just the absolute bottom of the barrel synthesizer compilation shit. It's super easy to make. All you do is like do an octave, like do, do, do. Actually, this time I'll have you on and just go. Yay, I'm a musician. So that's a bass sound. Let's fuck it. Let's do that. But let's not do it in the key of D, because that's the easiest key to play in. Show that keyboard who's boss. I don't think I will. Oh, Dan. Okay. So Lucy says next stream will just be ASMR, SQH style. Fucking hate ASMR. I don't know about you guys. And then Dan says SQH slurping soup, ASMR. Poor Dan hasn't seen what Yar has in store, does he? No, he has not. So recently, the TV series The Seventh Guest, based on the game The Seventh Guest, released episode 1, and we had a bit of a viewing party, and the Wanderer and I made soup. It was disgusting. The soup was pretty awful too. Right.
I didn't realize it actually got an episode out.
I have no idea if I hit a rhythm there. You know what we need? We need sort of like a percussive guide track, because usually I'm able to keep time by just punching the down arrow, but I think there's a lag in this. Okay, so hang on. Let's go into the instrument and make like a hi-hat or something. This is now a bass sound, by the way. And this so to do that, I would need to make like a really hard attack. Ooh. Now that is some Prodigy level shit right there. Maybe an octave. All right. Shut up, please. So what we need to do is also give it like a really fast release. I have no idea how this works. Oh, fuck. All right. I fucked that up. Hang on. How did you make soup with Wanderer? Oh, I didn't. We made soup individually, and then we went on camera and made love with the soup. Hey, no. Take that back. Of course we didn't. Hey, this sounds like bongos, like MIDI bongos.
It does.
But that's not what we want. Maybe we should do a square sound.
Lucy Funny's comment about soup simultaneously would be simultaneous soup synthesis.
It would, wouldn't it? Ooh. And also, Chrysanth suggests we had to mail the soup intercontinental, which is why it was gross. It was mainly gross because we had a bit of a delay and the soup went cold.
Ooh, nobody wants cold soup.
What does all of this do, by the way? All of this shit. Does nothing. It's a nice bit of bell lead. It's not bad. I have no idea what this does. You know, I managed to do like a percussive sound. Actually, maybe it has to do with that bit down there that says melodic. So if I go out of this editor, I believe you can change. Hang on a bit. Shift tab. No. I believe you can change the type of instrument you're making to a percussive.
Because AdLib has 5 dedicated percussion channels.
You're right.
So
there's got to be one.
I'm not familiar with this tracker either, but you have to tell it to use that channel somehow.
Right. And I figured this out the last time. So while the chat is going on about soup, which is lovely, I just gotta get familiar with
that
this.
is correct. There are good cold soups like
Vichyssoise, gazpacho. There's a lovely bit in Red Dwarf where Rimmer holds this long speech about not knowing that gazpacho soup was meant to be served cold. It's actually kind of heartbreaking. What the instrument at? No. Operator mode? No. Melodic. Oh, toggle melodic and percussion. Here we go. Shift M B. I would assume an H is a hi-hat. So Shift H, percussion, hi-hat.
Oh, there we go.
Here we go. So did that do anything? No. But maybe if we start messing with it. Actually, oh, see, now it took away.
You lose the second channel.
Yeah, we do.
Because these are just single oscillators for these. And most of the parameters go away, but now it behaves like, quote unquote, like a hi-hat.
You'd think.
As much as the board OPL2 can actually do percussion.
I got this thing to do it, and damn it, I will do it again. First of all, a hi-hat should always be panned slightly to the... Hang on.
You probably want
Alright.
to crank the octave way up.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Still makes that fucking bell sound. Don't want the bell sound, we want... I'm doing something wrong. I can feel it. There's something wrong here. It's a good thing Pickle is here to help. Yes. Let's see. What could it be? What could it be? Maybe we confused it by doing all of this nonsense first. Let's try doing this again. But before we do anything, make it a hi-hat. Then go in and edit it. Like this. Do it.
And Recover is correct that early bongo does sound very popcorn.
Yeah.
Natalia made the dog bark.
This one is completely silent. That's amazing. Hang on. How come this one doesn't say anything? This should be making an awful lot of noise, but it is not.
Weird.
I will never understand this this software. Interesting. Oh well. Well, we tried. All right. Fine. Fine. We'll try something else. Try doing a bass drum. We're gonna need one of those anyway. So that must be, yeah. Percussion, bass drum. Go and see if that. Oh, it's making a sound. Oh, Headroom wants to connect to my computer. I will let him. There we go. Awesome. Alright, so that makes a sound. There we go. That sounds a bit bass drum-ish. Doesn't have a lot of power to it, but we can give it a lot of power with the feedback. Nope. Oh, that's right.
That's right. The bass drum is the one percussion that has two oscillators.
Well, still it is making a sound. So that's technically a bass drum. I don't know if you guys can even hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very slight.
No, you don't want square waves on low octave instruments.
No. So, I guess that's the best we can do. And it's at the highest, oh, so that's just Headroom connecting. That's the highest volume it'll go. So if I crank the octave on that, it just makes that noise. Fine, so you're a bass drum then. Alright, so let's do... Oh boy, oh boy. How do I select... Oh, space, I guess. No. How do I select what instrument I want to play as? Well, I guess what I can do is... There you go. No, it just changes back. Hang on. F1. Always F1. So... Actually, that's a good question. Lucy says it sounded like footsteps. Should we put footsteps in? I mean, I always thought it was kind of annoying when the main character has footsteps. But so anyway, let's figure out how to get this thing to play a certain shit. The pattern editor, here we go. Transpose, delete, or off key, paste object, no.
One thing that might be going on is the AdLib has 2 modes. 9-channel with no percussion and an 11-channel with percussion. So I don't know if this is just an emulation, maybe it doesn't care, but maybe you have to put it into percussion mode.
I don't know. Last time I tried to do anything with it, it didn't seem to care. I think I had like 9 instruments or something. It didn't seem to care which, channels they were on. It was just like, whatever, dude. The only thing what I really want to do now is get this thing. Oh, it is. Oh, I see. My bad. See, okay. So what happened was, I was hitting the key here to play something here, and I thought, wait, that's the bass sound. Why is it playing the bass sound? It's playing the bass sound because there's a bass sound on this line. So if I go,
I was playing it from channel 1. So I love to know why that drum is so soft.
we must simply be able to sort of spruce that thing up. So let's go into our bass drum, see what we can do to fuck this thing up. Come on, my friend.
Is there anything going on in the second oscillator?
We do have a second Oh, Pick, I think you've just geniused your way into this. What we do, of course, yes, the second oscillator is doing absolutely nothing. That's why nothing is happening. So what we do here is, there we go. I mean, it's still not as punchy, but we can get there. For instance, this could be, wait, the other one could be an octave higher. Nope, that's terrible. Let's not do that. And maybe crank the feedback. So is the feedback the same for both of them? Yes, it is.
You flip it to AM, that should make it louder.
It did, kinda. Maybe if we give it a bit more sustain. That's annoying. But I think that's how you make a hi-hat. Actually, I don't think that's how you make a hi-hat. Oh, I think I messed that up. There we go. All you guys are hearing are clicking noises. Very sorry. It's gonna get interesting in a bit, maybe. Maybe if we put them. Oh, and let's go an octave lower. You know what? That's got to do it. That's our little bass drum for now. He said and kept fucking with it. Anyway, that's got to do it. So let's go into the hi-hat, see what we can. So that's still making that sound.
Yeah, Dan raises a point. Is there an instrument library we could use?
There is, but where's the fun in that?
True.
Huh?
Oh, that's neat. Ah, get in there, get in there.
Yeah, here we go. So All we have to do is get rid of that little bell thing. Maybe... That's very, very close. That's not close at all. You know what? It's nearly there, I think. That's kind of fun. No, it should. Maybe it's because
too bad this doesn't have that feature that Ken Allen's sequencer had, where you can just randomize all the parameters and see what happens.
Here we go. Just have to turn the output level up as far as it would go. And that is a hi-hat. Lovely. Lovely. Can't fault it. Track volume should be a thing, because this is going to be very loud. Actually, let's just see. Let's just play this, see how it sounds. Probably awful. Where is how to play? Okay, so F5 is play, F7 is stop. All right. Right. Before we do that, we need to tell it to play a pattern. So, a couple of things there. I was off rhythm-wise down here
You need
somewhere.
to shuffle some of those notes up here.
Maybe... Yeah, that's what I was going for. That the hi-hat sound is amazingly loud, and I want to quiet it down a bit. Can I also delete a sound that I don't want anymore? Let's see. Anything here that says "fuck off," please? Mark, unmark, swap. So maybe just, you know, just don't use it. All right, fine. I won't. I'll just rename you to nothing, or it. I'll just rename you to nothing. And I can't tell if I'm supposed to do this, because that changes the output. Maybe this over here is the volume. No, it's not. That's, oh, sorry. That's the instrument. So this column here is the instrument itself. What happens if we take the octave up? Let's see. Kind of the same thing, actually. Right. There's got to be a way to turn down track volumes. Is there any volume? Volume slide? Arpeggio. Dum 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 dum. Choo choo. Yeah.
Those are effects. Where's the?
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm guessing it's inherent to one of those columns. It's just not telling us what.
It is. It's like, see, in Impulse Tracker and presumably Fast Tracker as well, one of these columns is for volume and shit. The rightmost column is for effects. That's where you put like volume slides, portamentos, and all that shit. And this should be. I have no idea what this value is. Certainly wasn't volume. And now I have no idea what I just did. No. There's got to be a way. I found a way the last time. There's got to be a way. Set tempo, set speed. Well, we should probably adjust the speed at some point too. But. I didn't say this stream was going to be interesting. I just said I was going to fuck with this thing. We're right down at the bottom of the help thing. So, all right. Channel volume. See, one thing I could do, of course, is just Google it. Now, you guys won't be able to see me Google it. Well, actually, the patrons watching the stream will see me Google it. So, AdLib Tracker II, channel volume. Someone has probably had the same. No? Volume? AdLib Tracker uses non-standard volume slider procedure. Who gives a shit? I just want to turn shit up and down. Adjust volume level of sound. That must be the entire output. Don't want that. Set instrument volume. There's an effect for it. All right, cool. So, and this is hexadecimal, so whatever the fuck happens, happens. So C, fuck it. Let's go with 5. Let's just try and turn it way down. So that turned it down. Maybe a bit much. Let's try A, since it's hexadecimal. Right, so you can barely hear it in the background. Okay, hang on, we're getting somewhere. So this could be... Huh? Here we go. Oh, does it expect me to put... Oh, dear. Another thing left over from Impulse Tracker is that if you assigned a value to an effect, like C30, for instance, and then for the rest of the column you just put a C whatever, it would just, you know, continue that effect until you gave it a different value. Not in this case. But I think we've solved the problem. Let's see, 2, 5. Oh god, that's gonna take forever, isn't it? Anyway, let's go like this. And a big old 2 all the way down. So this is gonna sound like... There we go. That last bit right there still annoys me. I want this to be slightly offbeat, and there we go. That's a little more groovy. What am I doing with my life? And should we? I know there is a way to copy and paste shit. Let's see if we can figure out how to do that. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. Let's see, pattern editor. We want to... I figured this out the last time as well. It's a little tricky. Let's see. Copy object at paste object is Control V. So, oh, hang on. So is it just? Would you just go like no? Oh. All right, so I can copy an individual bit, but I want to mark the entire channel.
Does shift up down do anything?
That's what I tried. That doesn't seem to do anything. Let's see. Save module. Oh, here we go. Block. Quick mark. Alt Q. Oh, yeah, see, there we go. So starting to mark a block should be shift, but it didn't work for me. That's weird. Maybe I'm holding down the wrong shift? No? Doesn't seem to do anything. Am I pasting anything in? No. Not a fucking sausage. Anyway. There is this thing where I can Quick mark, Alt Q. Entire track, entire pattern, or nothing. So Alt Q. Oh, there we go. And there we go. So now, Alt Q, now I just want to transpose the entire thing down an octave. Would that be Control page up and page down? Control page down? No. Oh, but... So don't use the numpad.
Transpose by one key.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot which one marked everything. Alt Q.
That would have quit a LucasArts game.
I just have to think of John Delancey. There we go. And it transposed everyone. Okay, cool, so. There we go.
Ooh.
I like it.
Thank you. So what happened? I suddenly... Oh, sorry. Lost my place. This is entirely keyboard driven, by the way. So, Lucy says, maybe the main theme could be a parody of God Save the Queen. That would be spectacular, wouldn't it? I can't play God Save the Queen. I don't know anyone who can. Maybe someone who can actually play the piano, but not me. So Alt Q twice would mark everything. We copy that, and then we go to the next pattern, paste that in. Whoops, paste that in, and now we add some weird AdLib-esque noise and a snare drum. This is what we are doing today, lads. I'm gonna run out of water so quick. It's getting a little hot, isn't it? I don't know. How about you guys in like Canada, Dorinda? Is it getting hot in Canada?
We've had above 20 for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, us too. It's not my jam. What's your jam? Like what's your like pain threshold in terms of heat?
25.
25? Yeah. That checks out. Mine too. What about Pickle Dog? How's, what's you live in
It's been high 30s here.
high 30s?
It's been pretty horrible.
Ooh, high 30s. No, thank you. No, thank you. Mid 30s is awful. 30 I can live with at a pinch. But shit. Lucy asked, would you rather get loads of rain? We did! It's been thunderstorms every night for the past week. And then it's been hot during the day because, humidity and shit. But overcast. No, actually, no, I tell a lie. It's been quite sunny. And then...
Oh, it had some lightning.
You got, yeah. Oh, what part of the country are you in, Headroom?
Right now I'm in Næstved, but I just came from Copenhagen.
All right.
Today.
All right, so we're on the same island.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Oh shit. Okay, so you've seen the lovely thunderstorms we've had these past couple of nights.
Yeah. Yeah. It was pretty awesome yesterday and last night.
Oh yeah.
Did you have some in Roskilde? You're in Roskilde?
I'm in Roskilde, yeah. Yeah, we had some pretty epic thunders.
Yeah.
The kind of, because you see the flash and then you start counting seconds, 1, 2, 3, and then the boom comes, and usually you get to about 5 or 6 and you hear this low subwoofer rumble off in the distance. But a couple of nights ago, I think my wife had just gone to bed. I was sitting with the laptop in the downstairs living room working on the game, and it just started pouring rain. And the light flashes would go off, and you could barely even get to the count of 2 before it just went like this massive fuck off explosion outside. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah. I don't think it was as loud up with at my place, but the clouds were so thick that the lightning it lit up the whole sky every time. Yeah.
Good times. Epic. Very, very epic. Good times. All right, so we're trying to make a snare drum here. It's not going terribly well.
You'd say you've hit a snare.
Oh, yeah.
Could we make a rim shot on the in AdLib?
We probably could. We'd have to sit here forever trying to work out how, but we
It would
could.
be worth it.
This thing is not. Again, I think instrument 6 must be on the fritz or something. I'm just gonna rename you to nothing at all. So you are now a snare drum. No, still quiet. This doesn't have 2 oscillators either. No. You know, sound should be happening right now. We should be hearing something. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nope, sorry, that's one of the contestants in the chat. I almost thought for a second there I had something. Yeah, the rumbles. Sorry, not on my end. There are no rumbles. Maybe if we change it to a hi-hat, that seemed to make a sound. No, this thing is completely dead. That's odd. Does it have something to do with the channels? Because now Pickle Dog's got me all worried. Okay, this thing has simply stopped making any sound at all. Okay, thankfully it still works. There is.
The melodics are working.
Yeah. That's bizarre. Why is that? I'm holding down the key too, just to see if, you know, anything. Nothing in the slightest. That's weird. Because this was working fine when I was playing with it earlier. So what am I doing wrong? You stopped playing. That's true, I did, but not because I wanted to. Yeah, this thing has developed performance anxiety, which is awful. It's not supposed to do that. Maybe, okay, this could be a thing where it only plays at a certain octave. Alright, time to Google again. AdLib Tracker, snare drum, no sound.
Yeah, the Google thing I'm looking at now says it has a preset for it, but when I look at it, it's melodic.
Really? Well, fine. Fuck it. If it wants, if we're gonna do melodic, let's do melodic then. So here we go. Oh, okay. This channel says nothing. Did I somehow turn this channel's volume like independently all the way down? Can you even do that?
I would hope that the instrument editor would automatically override such things, but you never know.
This is what happens when you just sit down and piss around with something with no idea how it works. Have you tried turning it on and off again? Thanks, Lucy. I'll bring that up at the next meeting. It has gone completely silent. Now what I can do is go into the other oscillator. That did something. Actually, that's a much better kick drum than the one we had. Just think, Torpedo Bear gets back from Copenhagen, realizes that SQH could provide this kind of music all along. Oh, he'd be foolish for wasting his money on... He's not even wasting his money. He's a volunteer at the festival. Yeah. He's doing shit. I think we could probably make a snare drum out of this somehow.
It sounds a bit like lo-fi gabba.
It does. Oh, that's nice, but not what we were looking for, sadly. I seem to recall this thing being much louder and more abrasive when I was playing with it at work, which is not what you want.
Yeah, most of the help I found just says use melodic mode and approximate the drums from there.
What was that? Use the what mode?
Yeah, just don't even use the
Melodic
percussion
mode.
modes. Just use melodic.
Well, anyway, we need the sine wave for that, I think. And now we've made a lovely bass. We don't need any sustain. Need a lot of feedback. I have messed something up now, because we used to have a very lovely, noisy thing going on. I have no idea what I'm doing. There we are. That's something. Octave, go down. Ooh, nice bass sound to that one. Anyway, the good thing about this is that once we get something decent going, we can save the instruments and reuse them for later. It just amazes me that we can't get more, like, powerful stuff coming out. I think it sounds like really low and really not that like oomphy.
You flip it back to FM maybe?
I mean, it's very nice. If we were doing like ambient music, this would be very, very good.
This is giving me memories of the last time I played with an AdLib instrument editor It's just everything I did just seemed to break things. I can't remember what editor it was, but yeah, same hardware. Well, there we go.
That made some interesting sounds. Apparently what octave you're playing on. There we go. That has kind of a snare drummy sound to it. Or, you know, I tuned the wrong channel on my ham radio sound to it. Maybe less feedback will do it? If you like play it really like quickly, could be a snare drum. Ooh. This sounds like a sound effect from an old Apogee game, doesn't it?
It does.
It's a minigun.
It is. It's Duke Nukem's minigun. Oh my god. Alright. Well, now we know where he left it.
I like that it's got that boom with a side of.
Yeah. This has a real... This is like what I remember from shareware games in the 90s. This kind of shit. What happens if I go up one octave? Not a whole lot. Alright, let's keep it... Actually, what happens if we go way up? Never mind. Let's stay down here. Okay, we gotta remember this. I think we're onto something. I think all we need to do is actually make sure it just cuts off straight away. No sustain. No, maybe a little. I think we're onto something here as well. Yeah. Think we got some. You know what? Let's not fuck around anymore. Let's actually do it. Oh, wait, I missed one. Oh, fuck that. It's been a long time. Oh, wait, can we listen from the pattern we have... hang on. Listen from current pattern. Play from current line, I guess. Yeah, sure. Control F8. Or F8, play song from current pattern or order. Play current pattern. Oh, F9. Here we go. Does nothing. Why? Alright, fine. Shit. Excuse me. God damn it. Way too late for making music, apparently. So... You can fuck right off, madam. And... I mean...
Level 1. The streets.
Yes, exactly. So the this thing is quite loud as well, so let's do something about that. I mean, there's got to be like a global volume setting for these things. There has to be.
Has to be, you'd think.
There has to be like a where you can go in and say, all right, Mr. Snare Drum, you sound fantastic. Now every time you play, you should be at this volume, but not the output volume, because this actually impacts what sound it makes. Actually, it doesn't. Actually, this might work. Hang on. What was it? 8. All right. You know what? The bass drum is actually annoying me a bit now. So let's see if we can make a better bass drum. Let's do it melodic first. And what did we do? We messed with the decay rate and the sustain rate and had a very high release. And what octave are we in? This. And of course we need full on attack and FM. Not a lot of feedback. One of these. Oh, and we need to do the same with the other. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to save this instrument. This is just some weird fucky bass, and it is all shades of awesome. So I'm gonna figure out how to save an instrument. Save instrument. Save instrument with FM. What does that mean? FM register macro. I don't know. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call it fuck bass, because that's what it is. That's gonna be like level 2. What are we?
The sewers.
The sewers. But we were trying to make a bass drum. So let's try and do that. Here we go. Stuff's kicking. That has a bit more of a kick to it than the other one, I think. The other one was... Oh, no, sorry. Let's give that a listen.
Oh, it's playing too high octave.
It is. I was just gonna say, granted, it sounds like someone's beating on a toilet seat, but... Oh shit, can I not change everything to the same octave? Wait, I did that once. I did that. So Alt Q, and then was it Shift page down? It was not. But apparently marking stuff is not working. That's good. Was it Control page down? Yes. Here we go.
I like it.
Sounds a bit more like a bass drum. Maybe it can even take a bit more of a kicking. Sounds a bit like a bass drum now. So actually, it's a little wild and crazy, so we'll just... That'll do. That'll do. Indeed. That was too much. That was too much. Sorry. we go. 40 ought to do it. Or 3A, sorry, we're still in hexadecimals. There we go. All right, so... right, the other pattern still has the thing turned on. So, okay, we'll just fix that. There we go.
AdLib Bob Ross.
It is like an AdLib Bob Ross.
Happy little bass drums.
So actually, it sounded better in higher octave. So I'm just gonna go like this, go like this. Here we go. Right. So the only other thing I want is a little twinkly twinkly noise. So let's do a twinkly twinkly noise. What the hell were you? What monstrosity created you? I shall do something else to you. That came out wrong. So control, actually we'll rename you to Twinkly Noise and do stuff.
But this, folks, is the Yamaha FM synthesizers. I mean, they're all happy accidents. It's, I mean, one of the most iconic instruments in the Space Quest 4 soundtrack was made by Ken Allen hitting the random button in the instrument designer.
Yes.
You know, it does this.
That is exactly right. The bell sound you hear in Professor Lloyd's theme, it just goes BEEM! That awful sound was just a random happy act. He just hit a randomizer key and that sound came out. So stuff happens when you're just dicking around. Which is also why I wanted to do this freestyle.
And I mean the AdLib has 2 oscillators per channel. The Sunbuster 16, I think it was, has 4 if you use them. The Yamaha DX7 keyboard had 6. And I recall reading a tale that people would actually embed quirks into their instruments so that if somebody stole them, they would be able to identify them.
That is interesting. I love that. I have no idea what this is. I just love the fact that it goes.
It's so springy.
You,
My God, this should be like.
I think you were playing the tune No Limit.
Oh, right. So.
Yep.
Oh God.
Limits indeed.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna save that because that's our no limit base now. How did I save again? Was it Shift F2? I can't remember. Yes. Can't remember if there's a cutoff on file. It's a DOS program, so it probably only has 8 characters for files. Anyway, this is not what we wanted to do. We wanted to make twinkly sounds. Those were indeed not very twinkly. They could be. So let's bump this up an octave. Oh, that is a lovely sound. Something like that, like a little arpeggio. It could be a spring. See, that's the thing. I thought, it's a shame we're not doing a platformer game, like a good old apogee platformer, like a headache-inducing, no smooth scrolling, shitty platformer thing. Because that would be the perfect soundtrack. All right, this sort of raindroppy kind of shit. Nope, not raindroppy enough.
Kind of hopsicordy.
Yeah. Something like that. Commander Keen. Yeah, like the first Commander Keen. Like the one where the screen would scroll in like tiled increments so your eyes would go all wobbly. Oh, so this is in the key of D, G. So a nice little what's it called, power chord is. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right either. So this is right. Yeah, that's right. So a G D E. No, G D G. Yeah. Good morning. So. Fuck it. Let's find out what that sounds like. There you go. Very annoying little AdLibby twinkly sound.
Nice.
Let's see if we can.
I think what that reminds me of. Yeah.
Do you think we can figure out how to pan this shit now? Is it page up and down? Is it? It's not that simple. How do you pan shit? Come on. I figured it out at some point. Maybe it's plus minus. What did I do? Come on. Doesn't seem to be plus minus. Page up, page down, space, no. Return? No, because that just changes between the two oscillators. Oh, come on, there's gotta be a way to do this. Gotta hit F1. Panning. You know what? Let's just Google it. AdLib Tracker Pan Instrument Editor. Panning! Gives you the ability, gives you the ability of controlling output going to left or right channel. No kidding! The parameter corresponds with carrier modulator. It is listed only once with it. Okay, fine. How do I do it? Thing? The manual doesn't actually tell me how to do it. It just tells me you can do it. Thanks, manual. Shite. Sorry, knocked the table there. Oh, Arish Kogol, hello. Oh, sorry, I missed you a minute ago. But welcome to the stream. You'll be bored to tears in a minute. Let's see.
It's also possible that panning is disabled because I think we were in original AdLib mode.
Maybe that would
have stereo.
That's true, but and I didn't know you could put it into standard ad. I literally just installed it and fired it up, and when I played around with it on my laptop, I could pan shit. I somehow figured out how to pan shit. It's gotta be possible. It's gotta be. I'm here. Do I just? No. Oh God! I did something. Oh, I can hard pan it.
Oh, it's like a checkbox. Okay.
Yeah, that's not good. We need more than just checkbox, because this is gonna be really annoying to listen to. Check this shit out.
Yeah, it just comes out the left speaker.
Yeah, I mean, you want it sort of left of center, but not exactly. So now we know it's in stereo. There's got to be a way to fine tune this bad boy. There has to be.
It's possible you can't. I know, like the OPN chip in the Genesis is only hard pan.
No, I will not accept that answer because why would it have like 5 dots instead of just 1 dot? That looks like a slider to me.
Yeah, it looks like it should slide.
It should slide. Oh shit. Fuck. All right. Sorry. Do that again. You, sir, should slide. What would make you slide? So normally you would go with the plus minus. You would go with page up and page down. Go with let's see, home and ends. That's bad because that. Sorry, ideas?
I think I think the help file said something about fine panning.
Did it? Where? Where?
Somewhere.
All right. Fine pan. Not in the online documentation, but maybe in the on help instrument macro editor. No, not the macro editor. We're not in the macro editor. Set operators for instrument preview. No. Melodic because save instrument, preview instrument, solo operator, mouse, fuck off. Plus minus, page up, page down, adjust value. That should be it, right? Why is Verky it not? I must have it Verky. Come on. Page down. These are my page up, page down keys. They do squat. Plus minus. Okay, so maybe we're just stuck with hard panning. In that case, fuck it. It'll stay in the center. Okay, so decision has been made. Currently, this is a 1990 game. It only supports the original AdLib, so sadly, all the music is in mono. What a caper. Anyway, a thought occurs. Let's just go like this, copy that, next pattern, go like, oh shit, sorry, go like that, go one pattern back and delete everything in, how do I do that? Delete block, else, no, control, delete, because I want to go like this, I want to go like this, so the snare drum comes in the second time. I mean the twinkly bit. The twinkly bit comes in the second time.
Twinkly bit sounds like something you'd find in a Roberta Williams game.
So now we just need a lead and then we can move on with our lives. And I think we did a lead sound. Bit high on the register there. Actually, what would be good for... Oh wait, we're in the key of G. These are good. These are good keys to work with. Octave, please. Actually, screw you, keyboard. We will not play with your octave. Now, that's going to be confusing for young kids. See that? There's a little button here that says transpose, but it only transposes one full tone up. Oh, a semitone. Semitone, even. Fine. All right. Fine. We'll just do whatever. Oh, no, 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 no. So, copy, paste. Is it possible to play something without having the entire pattern play along? I think I figured this out the last time as well, but you know what?
Is there a way to solo that channel?
Oh, exactly. That's exactly what we should do. Exactly what we should do.
Stupid noisy chair.
Could be worse. It almost hit the factory. Sorry, that's a Beneath the Steel Sky reference for some reason. Every time someone says, could have been worse, all I hear is that line from Beneath the Steel Sky. Just, a helicopter crashed. Took out most of the hospital. A hospital? Well, that's tragic. Could have been worse. It almost hit the factory. Lovely line. Solo. I'll bet it's possible. Never mind. I guess. Hang on. I'll just do the old Google thing. Solo. Ooh! Alt S. Set all off except current track. Yes. So, Alt S. There we go. Oh.
That's better. Yeah. Here we go. You're trying to coax a dog.
I have no idea what that's going to sound like. Probably shit. But worth a shot, I guess. This needs to go up. Okay, so... Ooh, aliens. Oh, of course we soloed everything. So Alt... Was it Alt S? Control S? It was none of those.
Yeah, Alt S.
Alt S? Oh, so what we need to do is unsolo everything.
Oh, solo doesn't toggle, that's sad.
No, it does not. Oh, I've got it here. Reset flag on all tracks is Alt R. Yep, that did it. A little busy. It's a little busy. And this should actually change key right here. Can I still not mark you? No, well, no. Apparently
Does shift page up down do anything?
it doesn't. It's supposed to, but it doesn't. Shut the fuck up, please. Oh well, we'll do it the hard way. Alright, it sounds like crap because I forgot there are two basses playing alongside each other, so we'll just quickly go like this, and like that. Oh, right, one of them is the wrong octave. So you'll just get it up there, thank you. It's not really doing it for me, is it? There's something wrong with that lead line. It's awful. Where did it go? There it is. That's the one. You know what? Let's do that again. That came out a bit weird, I think. The lead instrument. And solo this bad boy. I think this might be a little better. We'll see. There's something wrong with the rhythm there, but never mind. Let's see, release everyone and see where it goes. It's a tune. It's not
better.
It's not gonna win awards, but it's a tune. So we're gonna do like a. I think we should do like a C section. Not, you know, we're not giving birth or anything. We're just gonna like do a second bit, and then we just repeat, and then it goes back to nothing. So we'll just do one more. Will you fuck off, Mr. Mouse, please? So we do. Oh shit! What did I? Oh, what? How did? What happened? What did I just do? What happened? Ooh, is what? Whatever happened, I think we're safe. Oh, Alt C does something. This I did not anticipate. Copy object, copy node, copy instrument definition, copy line, copy track, copy oh, nice. All right. So if I just go copy C, oh, hello. So copy entire pattern, go into the next one, P. Oh, so I don't even have to do the whole Alt Q thing. I can just press Alt C. That does something. Fine. So doing a C section or a. Okay, so we go up to a B flat. Those two bits are good anyway. So we'll the bass here needs to let's see, go like this. What octave are we in? 2. So solo, please. Actually, could you just go away entirely? Thank you. And you too. Oh. I messed something up again. This is a lot trickier than I remember it. Hang on, let me do that again. I think that's it. So we do this, this one goes Excuse me. Oh, it goes down an octave. So go like this and control down. I am doing a C-section. Exactly, Lucy. It's really terrifying. Look away, kids. And now our lovely little twinkly sound. So we've got our hi-hat here. We've got our twinkly sound going on over here. It needs to be playing something else. That's number 4. This is only for the first. Yeah, I don't even know what this is for. This is just me figuring out the software, because this is what I'm going to be doing on the bus to work throughout next week, I think. That and chopping voice lines in bits and stuff. So ideally, I would love to have the entire soundtrack done in the next few days, or next couple of days, actually. So this is basically what you've been witnessing is me trying to get to grips with this software, which is not terribly interesting. I will be the first to admit that, but that's what it is. Let's see, release. There we go, and then solo this bit. Hope this tune is used. I do too. It would be a shame to waste it. So wait, that ought to do it. Yeah.
Funny googling around for advice on this. I found the source code and it's written in Turbo Pascal. That is so 90s.
Is it? Is it really written in Turbo Pascal?
Yes.
All right, let's see where this takes us.
The bass key changes on us.
This is actually the same. This is actually the same melody that was on the previous pattern that I had intended to change. Now I don't think I'm going to, because that actually sounded fine. So what's coming up is the original pattern we did.
Oh yeah, Lucy says he's going to play this to everyone on the bus to work. It's like, I'd imagine you'll be wearing headphones.
I will be wearing headphones.
Otherwise, yeah, watching somebody or listening to somebody doing music sequencing in public transit is I think, a greater way to get lynched by your fellow passengers.
Oh, right. I know. People doing music, people just listening to music that I don't care for on buses or trains are. Yes. These are filth people from filth land, wasters of other
Seriously,
people's
don't
oxygen.
do that.
No, fuck off with that. So, actually, I like the bass line a lot better here than I do with the other one. So what I am proposing to do is we copy this. Not the key. I just like the way it's a little more pep. But it sounds weird when coupled with... That needs to be faster. I mean, the intro bass line is fine, but once the lead kicks in, it needs to go into that double tempo bass thing. So I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna go like this, and God, I wish I could mark shit. That would really save my day. Now I can! Fuck me. Okay. I guess we're marking shit now. I can do everything. Well, screw my nibble nuts and send me to Alaska.
You have to remember that one.
It's a red dwarf one. I stole it. I steal a lot.
It's a red dwarf one.
It's a red dwarf one. I keep hitting Control P to paste instead of Control V, and you know why? Because that's what Impulse Tracker does. All the Impulse Tracker shortcuts are still embedded in memory somewhere. So, apparently, if I hold down Shift and use the cursor keys, not the numpad keys, but
Not the numpad.
Yeah, there lies the rub. So these go to a These go to a G, and that's page up. There we are. And this C also goes to a G. Actually, should that have been... Yeah, I think... Yeah, hang on. This is gonna sound weird, isn't it? Yeah, I did it bad. Wrong octave. Wrong octave. So we just put you down there. That ought to do it. And so this should be an F for abject failure. And you guys should be a plain D, because otherwise that's going to screw with the key. That rhymes. So this might sound better. Nope. But I think we might be onto something. I just messed up, because G. This A should also have been a G. Is this getting confusing for anyone? Hang on, what am I doing? There we go, there we go. Remember we did something clever at the end of this? Doom. So this should be a D, F, G. Yeah. So you guys go down to a D. Oh no! You guys should be the D, F. I wonder what this is gonna sound like. Pretty okay. I'm okay with that. And here comes the change. And it's just gonna play the same fucking thing again. I think we're done, by the way. Now we're just enjoying it.
It's come together.
A bit haphazard, but it's a song.
Yep, ship it.
Just mentally inserting the words, "Here comes Brexit, man."
You're welcome to sing along. I don't know if the lag is going to allow it, but just one thing that annoys me, and this is something I fought with in me old tracker days, is at the end there, it's supposed to sort of come together at the end. Our little lead instrument is supposed to end on a G, but we go back to pattern 1. So what we need is an empty pattern with pattern 1, but over here where our little lead is, we need a single, 5 and a 1, that one. So that's pattern 5. So when it comes from pattern 04. It should end on a 5, so we get that last note, bing, and then the last, and then it just rolls. Then it just rolls. Sure. I think this might actually do it. Let's see how this works. Can I save this? I should probably save this, shouldn't I? Probably save this. Save file, Control S. Modules. I don't know. Can you make a new? No. You know what? We're just gonna call this Brexit 1. There we go. And let's play this from the start and see what it is. I'm just gonna show. I'm actually gonna mute my mic now. Let's see how this came together, if at all.
But wow, it even applies its lowercase I convention to your file name.
Yes. Anyway, actually, you know what? Let's turn on wave recording. Alt Control Shift 11. Alt Control Shift 11. Starts wave recording, and then I don't know if it's gonna pick up you guys. I don't think it will. It's not recording the desktop audio, it's just recording the program audio. I think I'm being silly now. Right, so Alt Control Shift 11 and then 12 to stop. All right, so this should do something. What the fuck just happened there? Oh, wait, hang on. You're messing with me, aren't you? So Alt Control, what does this mean? What is this? I'm gonna point here. Alt Pipe Control Shift F11. Does that mean either Alt or Control?
I think that means either, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to do Control Shift 11. All right, let's stop fucking with me. Here we go. Somehow that started fading. You know what?
Can you bring up help again?
What the hell did that do? Oh,
so Alt is for normal, Control is for per track, and Shift is for fading. Okay, so they're all optional.
Oh, right. Okay, I see what you're playing at. That's actually really, really cool. I wish I'd read ahead. Right, let's do that again. But this time, let's not fuck it up. So, Alt F11. And just kick back and listen.
I think it worked.
And I'll make it loop like that. Yeah, I think the build up to the actual melody bit could use a little work, but I mean, overall, for 2 hours of trying to learn how to use this fucking program. That could have gone a lot worse. It was
Definitely.
I mean, it was boring to watch, I'm sure, but it was fun to do. So to let's see, to reward you, I guess, with for your patience and diligence and sticking with me and helping me with this, I'm going to download the latest version of the game and just briefly show you how it all looks now. And it is downloading very slowly. Google has to scan everything for viruses that I am sure are not present. Here we go. Oh, so what I'm gonna do is on stream, let's just go to desktop land. There we go. This is what the stream last week looked like. And I'm just gonna move my face up here. We don't actually need to look at much of anything. In fact, we don't need this camera at all anymore. Hi, I'm back. And framed really weirdly. Go like this. Yes, now it is Let's Play Country again. Right. AVG does not like AGS executables. No, it does not. I tried, shit, what was it? Oh, I tried sending Torpedo Bear the zip of, you know, a beta build of this through Facebook Messenger, and it would not let me. So fuck you. So while I play this, we'll keep this thing running in the background, since there's no sound in the game. Right, it did not like that one bit. What happened? Oh. I guess Adventure Game Studio just flat out, you know, occupies the sound card when it's running. All right, fine. We'll do without. So this is the new overhead map. Haven't quite, you know, put all the walkable areas in just right yet, so we can walk across buildings, which is very awesome. Also, the storage lockers are in 2 separate places. But all is good. Here is the convenience store -4. The on-screen cursor, never mind, we're gonna fix that later. Nice bit of talking animation. This guy has a couple of different interesting talking animations as well.
Oh, man, it looks a world apart from when we last saw it.
This guy gets into an argument with the person in the Tannoy system, who, by the way, is going to be played by Richard Cobbett. But this guy's Dave Gilbert, and he gets really into it. Clean up an alpha.
I like the red pupils.
Of course, he's Satan.
He's Satan.
All right, and he holds up a little Polaroid. I'm not gonna spoil the joke. There you go. No one saw that. You can go back and freeze frame it. All right. Just show some more locations. See, the one thing is that, you know, the characters sort of blend in with the beige, gray backgrounds and shit. Can't really do much about that. But the Synth Palace guy, while also blendy in, Dorinda, this would be you.
It is.
Yes. Your voice is not in the game yet, sadly. Look, his face has sort of completely disappeared. However, if you annoy Dorinda here, actually, to annoy Dorinda, you first have to look at the poster. By the way, these LP albums, they're supposed to be LP albums anyway, took ages to fucking draw. Also, proportionally, they're a bit big. fuck it. They're supposed to be records.
Man, 24-inch vinyl.
Yeah. I mean, they actually exist, those gigantic vinyls. You can't play them on a standard record player. But anyway, who's the guy on the poster? Oh, it's Granddaddy. Is that his stage name? If you annoy him and say, oh, so his name is his unofficial title, very artistic, Derinde gets mad. Check it out. I'm not talking to you anymore. How'd he do that? How did he do that?
Powers.
The powers that course through your veins. And here's the information desk. This was the first screen I drew, so I'm kind of thinking, if I have time, I'm going to redo this, because it's looking a bit shit.
The placeholder, that sandwich board is still there.
Didn't quite get around to redrawing this one yet. I'm thinking of cheating and just going in and the outline, instead of the harsh black outline, just draw that in with a slightly gray outline and just call it a day. We'll see. But this whole screen just isn't really doing it for me. Also, she has a very nice bit of animation where she breaks down crying. Does anyone want to see the pure majesty that is Ikifu's character, the artist? So now we can talk to Ikifu.
The Luckers are a little more human-sized now.
They are. He even has a get up animation, and he has the most aggravating speech animation of all time.
Projectile Elk is the best name.
It is. Vocabra really deserves a lot of pats on as many backs as he wants for that one. We also fixed the fonts, the speech fonts, because the original AGS font does not have accents and weird characters, which of course Torpedo Bear had to write in, especially the actually let's go to the bookstore, because the book clerk of course is German, so she has a line that involves an umlaut. I had to draw in a little a bookshelf behind her because she completely disappeared against the backdrop. However, what I failed to remember was that the green books in the background have the exact same color as her green sleeves. Might want to go back and change that. Anyway, Pickle Dog, here you are.
There I am.
Let's check out what Pickle Dog has to say today. Smarmy fucking look to the character. Seem like a smart. Ooh, because I'm reading a book. Yes. So that's him, and reading a lot. So I'm gonna run through her dialogue because at the end of it she becomes very sad. Oh, that was the umlaut. Münzregal, ja, bitte. Oh, yeah, excuse me. She gets very sad, and then once you're done talking to her, a cloud appears over her head. This is the Deutsche Schuld. It means the German shame, if you look at it. It is a black cloud of inverted national pride. All Germans have it, or so I've heard. That was a bitch to get animated and in the game, by the way. There's a lot of coding that goes into that. Oh, and there's a joke in the book bin that I'm not going to show you right now because I don't know if Ikifu's still around. I don't think he is. But I'm not going to take the chance on him going back and watching the VOD until the game is out. But just know that there's a joke in the book bin especially for Ikifu. So let's see. Information desk, synth palace, -4, storage lockers. Oh, and the gates. We haven't seen the gates yet. Here's the gates, and here's our gate attendant. He looks like a lovely fellow. Not a lot of frames in his speech animation, I will grant you that. Right, so that's how the game looks right now. So that was That's all you're getting. Let's see. Stream. Here we go. Well, thank you guys so much for sticking. I do want to sort of apologize. I mean, I hope this has been entertaining to watch these past couple of weeks. This is, of course, not up to my usual standards. I'm way out of my depth when it comes to these kind of dev streams. I've never done these before, and I'm eternally worried. Even when I'm playing games, I'm eternally worried that I'm boring the piss out of people. So I'm especially worried with me like pissing around and a DOS music tracker that I've only used once and just reading through the manual and shit. So I really, really want to thank the people in the voice chat, Pickle Dog and Drinde and Headroom, for being here and not leaving me. That's very nice of you. Cheers, absolutely cheers. And to everyone who chose to tune in the text chat as well. All 14 of you who are still here. Yes, Red Star, you are free to leave now. Rolf says, Deutsche Schuld. There is an S too many. Oh, is there? Oh, should it just be DEU? Actually, you can email me that. Contact at spacecresthistorian.com. Never mind. I was so close to getting through the exit spiel without getting sidetracked, and I failed. So I'm gonna turn on the end credits now. Boom. There we go. One thing I should mention about the end credits is since I started AdventureJam, 2 new patrons have joined, so I want to send a special shout out to you lovely people. I'm sorry you're not in the end crawl on this particular one. I haven't had time to update the end crawl yet. I promise you will be in the next video, which, by the way, I have no idea when is, because I haven't actually recorded next week's Monkey Island episode yet, and I don't know if I'll have time to do it tomorrow. I'll do my best. No promises. I will try. So anyway, here's hoping I'll stay on schedule. If not, I apologize. I will let you know. Might be a bit of a rushed episode of Monkey Island next week. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. It was fun, and I would gladly do it again if anyone was interested. This is my face twice. Oh shit, you guys want to see the room? There's the old shelf. It's still there. This is my dad's record collection. That's a mushroom. That's my ring lights, or actually my wife's ring light. That's a mattress. That's a speaker. And that's an acoustic guitar that's gone out of tune. And over here is the door, and that's the ceiling. There you go. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm dreadfully sorry to everyone. I'll see you around the Chrono stream. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.